A decision in the round 1 of Group B. It is TH versus Colorful, and there he is, the dominator of the Warcraft scene in 2019. So many titles to his chest, and it's almost scary. Thunder and Fire Cup, W League playoffs, and next spring all went to him, and the WGL Grand Final silver medal as well. He and Moon are by far the top of the most successful players this year, and they are the favorites. Actually, everyone is saying TH is gonna take it here. But his first task is a Night Elf, a young Night Elf, one of the new generation, the clanmate of Focus, who made it into the top 8 last time. The patch 1.30 certainly did him good. This is Colorful.
But even before the big keeper patch hit, he was on the rise. He was looking like a very very promising new young player coming up from the Chinese scene. But then again, here in 2018, it hasn't looked so hot for him. His performances, Yule Cup Thunder and Fire, 13 to 16, 9 to 12, 13 to 16. He didn't really get far. In smaller online competitions, Shook Cup, Shawi Cup, yeah, he got second place, he got third place. But Colorful, the polar opposite right here of TH. 2018 so far, not his year.
And he's up against TH, who is by far the best Night Elf player, human versus Night Elf player in the world alongside Infi. He was the breaker of the Night Elf curse, I guess, in the Doyu Thunder and Fire Cup, which was still on the old patch, was still against Moon, who was in the best shape that anyone has ever been in the recent years. And this grand final there, holy, that quality of Warcraft was just unbelievable.
It was the 30th of January. That was 1.30 still, 0.4. But I think this is still the most impressive performance of Warcraft display this year. Yeah. That final was utterly insane. We were casting it from home, but I was sitting at home like this. It was so breathtaking. It was amazing. And TH's year kind of continued in this fashion, winning so many tournaments. We kind of had 5 big tournaments this year. He won 3 of them. And he's on his way now to potentially win the 4th.
Yeah, he wants to become the most successful Chinese Warcraft pro of all time. He has to surpass Infi. He's really, really close. And so far, his performances this year speak in favor of that mission. So, representing the Rogue Warriors, of course, he is alongside Fly, Live, and Infi, a 2-time back-to-back WGL champion. Yeah, I know. But in the qualifiers, you know, only 7th place. This is what we oftentimes see from TH and Infi and 120. Not playing to the fullest in those qualifiers, but as we mentioned, in the big leagues and big cups, there he was there. Colorful, you mentioned it before, he was struggling really hard to qualify for this.
And TH, yes, his year was very successful. Yes, he has all those titles already from 2019. But he may still have hunger for this. He may have still something to prove here at WGL because, unbelievably so, last season he didn't make it out of the groups. He was finishing last WGL with 13th to 16th place.
Well, that's not really true. He was 3rd place in the groups right after Lin and Foggy.
Oh, didn't he get 13?
No.
16?
So it was 9 to 12. Kind of like missed one spot. If he wins one game against Foggy or Lin, then he would have made it. But yeah, that was absolutely not his year, switching between Human and Night Elf all the time. Here we have the bands Amazonia gone, Twisted gone, and which leaves us with Concealed, Last Refuge, and Northern Isles starting on Last Refuge.
So, what are we going to be seeing here? TH and Infi and all the greats from China, the humans, used to play always 2 base games versus Night Elf. That has changed. Nowadays, the human race not so predictable anymore. And also, what does Night Elf nowadays play? It's not necessarily going to be all Keeper all the way anymore. Perhaps we're going to be seeing some Warden, not from Colorful, of course, perhaps more from the Light. Or is it going to be back to the Demon Hunter days?
That's true, man. He was sticking to the Demon Hunter for a long time when the Keeper meta came up. So far, I think I still saw him a lot with the Keeper. That's the hero that made him strong. But okay, it's China versus China. We will determine the opponent of Focus in the winner bracket final of Group B. It's the 3X versus Colorful. Who will prevail? Will we finally have the first big upset of WGL Summer 2019, or will TH make it as everyone here expects?
And does he show up in his killer shape right away? We have to remember here, this is not knockout just yet. We're in the upper bracket. There is a safety net still. So, with how much deadliness is TH going to show up? If he brings his A game, he is so scary to face right now. He is unbelievable.
For a long time, TH was struggling in these gold leagues, GCS or WGL respectively. In the first edition, he was dropped in the lower bracket round 1 against a guy called Alice. Who the F is Alice, you might think? And yeah, that's what we were thinking back then in 2015. But that's a long time ago. The only time he was disappointing since WGL Winter was the H&W Masters, the second highest paying tournament in 2019 against SOC in the group stage. But yeah, there you see it. Once he broke that curse, once he won that final against Foggy in 2017, he's been on a roll, and yeah, the back-to-back championship shows that. Colorful going back to the Demon Hunter. First time we see him in WGL Summer.
Certainly not going to be the last, though. It's going to be very refreshing once again to see this expanded first hero pool for the Night Elves returning. It was the race with pretty much the highest variety of first heroes. In 1.30, interestingly, the Orcs became very versatile, whereas the Night Elves were sticking with the Keeper all the way through. But yeah, here it is going to be Demon Hunter once again. No control, no lockdown from the Entangle, no summons in the form of treants for harass or help to help you creeping, but really good damage. Really good enemy hero control with the mana burns, but oftentimes a little bit harder to execute on the highest level.
Yeah, but I think he is the natural counter to one of the strongest weapons that Human has, and this is the Mountain King. We've seen this at Infi versus OC, how much damage the Thunderclap can do against especially Mass Huntress. That also goes against Bears in the late game if we carry this to tier 3. If Colorful decides to go Mountain Giant, it's very good as well. So whatever is strong on the Night Elf side, the Mountain King is basically a weapon against that. And I think picking a Demon Hunter against him is a smart choice.
Yeah, it's going to be then the Naga force most likely. This is usually the heroes we see preferred against the Demon Hunter, from the human side especially. Footy scouting early on, and TH being aggressive on level 1. Not even creeping to level 2, heading towards the Night Elf base immediately.
The Hawk build, or the Hawk play.
Yeah, and looking for some economic damage here now. The Demon is level 2 with the double gloves, and the Wisp hunt begins. How good is Colorful at juggling?
Yeah, apart from last season or last winter, Colorful's performances at WGL, especially on stage, were pretty abysmal. Last time it was the first time he made it to the playoffs, despite this being his 6th Gold League tournament. So we'll see. The Wisps are only evacuated here, not dispelling against the Water Elemental, saving them for later so he doesn't have to reproduce them, as he's teching already. So keeping them safe rather than using them offensively.
Third Moonwell also pretty delayed here, means that the Moon Juice is not going to be as high as he would have liked ideally. Boots go to the AM. With that, is going to be able to outrun his opposing Demon Hunter. Not getting the dust though, so can't really kill the archers too easily. But honestly, this didn't do too much. He didn't get a single wisp. He only realistically delayed the Moonwells.
True. And of course, this goes hand in hand with a lack of experience. For the Demon Hunter, it's fine. I think he has to stay on the level of the Archmage. He's even higher right now. Of course, he can't put in too much damage thanks to the boots, as you mentioned before. The problem is no Hunter Soul. If he didn't build it somewhere else, but I don't think so. So Dryads and or Bears will come in later, but... Oh?
He only now bought the boots. He didn't buy them earlier, but they spawn with 2 in stock now.
Yeah.
Did he forget about that?
Maybe he did. Shop is a little late for TH. No power build here as well, so he stays in the middle. No expansion by TH at all. He has faith in the Rifleman, and compared to Infi, he plays them a little faster. Here's the Naga, so yeah, it feels like TH wants to go home early and push as fast as possible.
Still has a ways to go to do that, though. He certainly needs level 2 AM. Would prefer to have level 3 AM, actually. Second hero time now for Colorful as well. Doesn't quite have the resources yet. Now he does. But there's a Naga sitting there already. If you go to the tavern, you're going to take free damage from those cold arrows coming in, which are so strong in the early game when there's only a few units to control. And the Demon Hunter being by far the most important. But here comes the Naga now. And Naga on Naga action. A little bit scary now for TH, but he's got the boots. He's still fighting with the footies here, putting in the damage on the Demon Hunter. The TP doesn't use it. What? Praying to RNGs is hoping for the dodge, but that didn't happen.
And TH just walking away. Walking away with that Naga, getting the kill, getting good experience, and yeah, gets him close to level 2 on both heroes. The Lores is still late. I was a little confused by the timing of Colorful. Usually, if the Hunter's Hall is late, you can go for the hero like immediately, but TH was claiming that position, chased him away, but not using the Town Portal on a level 2 hero is certainly a mistake, especially if your opponent was creeping that little. And only now getting the Demon Hunter back.
It's also late.
Yeah.
Okay, this is starting to look a little bit shaky over here. Not creeping with the AM, by the way. How weird is that? Yes. Solo creeping for the level 2 Naga.
A little bit of experience, or the first bit of experience for the Naga with his SWAT element now. Priests are here, and he needs them for some healing on the heroes. But apart from that, he's fine. He still has a good blocker line. He gets the Rifle Caster army out. Even Sorceress is, of course, in the absence of a Mountain King. You need that slow. Against the tier 3 of the Night Elf. But Colorful has no business right here. Like, what can he accomplish? Nothing. Waiting for the Dryads, tag, Demon Hunter. He needs everything.
It's an unusual game by TH. Level 1 AM aggression, not just in the early, but continuing on tier 2 as well. Now stealing the Merchant away from the opponent, that is a really big deal. He could play it very safe now, call Militia over and over to be ready for a fight, but doesn't even need it. Saves their time to bring him in for the deadly push later on, most likely. We're going to have daytime hitting here in a moment. That means heal scrolls. That means invols. Having the greater invul already. He's aggro staffing across the map with 250 HP.
What the hell?
Dude, he is so confident.
He is
it's
really
unbelievable.
Yeah. Did it get to his head? Like, this didn't accomplish too much, except, like, even more time.
He's looking like Kanye West at the moment, dude. He is.
Okay.
Unbelievable levels of confidence over here. But it's working out. It's not like he's giving away an advantage or whatever.
Yeah, and he stops the creep route of Colorful right there. Like, usually if you go for the Merc camp, you want to creep that and maybe the greens and then the natural gold mine to get that level 3 too. But with TH there, with the damage of rifles and the slow and the healing, there's nothing Colorful can do. He can't go to the upper left. There's only the laboratory that he can do close to his main. TH is in full control.
Absolutely. Colorful is getting bullied hard in this match so far. Bears can be the turnaround though. If you get to high numbers, if you get up 5, 6 of them and they chew through the front line, suddenly the rifles can get overwhelmed. Level 3 now for the Naga. What did she skill, I wonder?
Should be Fork Lightning then.
Yeah, looks like Fork Lightning. Especially good against Wisps.
But what a time by TH again. The first breaker is out. Bears are starting to come out. You really want the rejuvenation running on that Demon Hunter to be kind of an invul potion at some time. But with a breaker, you can just steal it. And now the siege begins. This is something very few players do. Go for the production buildings. But if they do, they play it very successfully. Thinking of Romantic and Foggy back in 1.29 days especially.
Once Bears come out, once we have more melee units, it's going to be really weird to engage around this Ancient of Lore. Demon Hunter, is there a staff or something? Not again! At least he uses the TP this time.
But there's so much time for the kill now. And with a running Barracks and Sanctum, you can outmass the Night Elf for sure. There's only one lore at the moment to produce Bears. He needs to catch up in army. He needs to get like 4, 5, maybe even 6 Bears to be able to break this now. TH goes up to 60 and wow. It's just wow.
It looks so simple for him. He's just like, I'm gonna walk over here, I'm gonna try to kill some wisps of yours, I don't get them, it doesn't matter.
Okay, finally Master Bears. If something can help Colorful, then Master Bears. But what can he do without production? TH is finishing this right now with Militia being called. Master Bears are done now though.
Only 45 supply though. We have 3 bears. Some of them slowed already, but not too much mana on the sorcerers anymore. With enough Dryad Dispel, perhaps those units won't be slowed anymore. But the demon is supposed to be the carry, and level 2 just doesn't do it, and he has to be careful once again. There must be a staff to save him potentially, but nothing's even dying here for TH. Not yet anyway.
Well, the footmen now, but they're supposed to soak up damage. Same goes for the workers in front, and he gets the bear for that, and he gets level 3 for that, and there is not much to spell actually for Colorful, who's down to 39. GG. And in stats, historically between the two players, that was the 10-0 in map statistics for TH. He just can't lose against Colorful as it's.
I'm still kind of in awe of that game, of the aura that he was emitting in that last match. And I'm not talking about the brilliance right here, I'm just talking about his level of confidence right now. Understandable with the success he's had in 2019, but that was a level 1 AM bullying a level 2 Demon Hunter. That's not supposed to happen at all. But it's TH, dude. You can throw your rule book out the window. What you think is right and holds true doesn't have to. When it's TH, he just does what he wants and he wins.
Also the variety that he displays now. He can go for that rifle caster push very aggressively with Naga. He can play it a little more careful. If there's an expansion or if there's a keeper, he can go for like Mountain King and play it slower, but like tier 3 and stuff. Counter expand maybe on tier 2. He has it down, like, because he was building up this weapon arsenal against Moon to be able to surprise him. He can just pull a strategy out of his head and it's working perfectly. Yeah. Sick.
I'm continuing to be impressed by this guy, and it's been, well, half a year straight now. He is coming in, he showed us in his first match here that he is coming into this as the big favorite. Deservedly, this was quite impressive indeed. Can he make it a 2-0 now, or does Colorful strike back? I feel like Colorful didn't even get a chance to play the last game.
Yeah.
Like, he never got to where he wanted to. You can't play late game in this matchup with a level 2 demon. That just doesn't work. You have to get him level 3 quickly. Make use of your strength right then with a level 2 mana burn with either the Naga or buy space for your Panda second. But that was not the case. Of course, in that game, there was nowhere enough space for Colorful to play a Panda.
But it also felt like Colorful wanted to play standard. And if there is a 0 to 9 map score against you, shouldn't you feel like, okay, standard is not really working against this guy, I have to do something special? But also, like, what is special with Night Elves? Like, how can you surprise your opponent if you are not Moon or Law Lion?
Yeah, that's what I would have said. Pull off a Moon, like, I don't know, Dark Ranger first or something.
Worked for TH back in the day against some human players.
Yeah.
Maybe copy him a little, but that was a different patch and a different age.
Moon actually very recently in the Warcraft battle over in Korea has been rolling the hero tavern roulette once again. But Colorful isn't that versatile. Yes, he played Keeper a lot before, and he's still capable of playing the Keeper, but will we see a Panda first from him? I certainly doubt that.
Me neither. I could see a Keeper. It feels like he always needs time to get into patches. Basically the same for Foggy, but even more so, that he sticks to older stuff for the first few weeks and then really has trouble to adapt to the new style, or the reoccurring style in terms of the Demon Hunter now. For TH, oh boy, was that patch a gift.
He was the one who made Human look kind of okay when everyone else was in tears, in despair, and wailing. And now, of course, things have gotten a lot easier against the Night Elves. The weights have been taken off of his wrists, and now he's knocking them out even more easily. When he was doing it against Moon previously on the old patch. This seems to be TH on a roll through this group so far. Of course, he's going to have to face another opponent after this if he wins, which will be Focus.
Colorful made his debut only in 2013, so he's still getting experience, especially on big stages. We thought he had his breakthrough performance at Next Winter last time, but yeah, maybe that was just a very quick fire that was extinguished by the rest of the pro scene once patch 1.304 was there. He had, as we said, a lot of struggle to qualify. Second last place to qualify. Only Fly was a little weaker than him. He had to play one round in the open. He won that thing there, though, against Hawk in the grand final. But yeah, it's not like he is this rising star anymore. It felt like he hit a ceiling and then bounced back from that ceiling a little. But maybe he can surprise us all in map number 2 that is coming up. Here we see the Frozen Throne. This is what it's all about here at possibly the last Frozen Throne World Championship ever.
And we shouldn't talk down Colorful too much. He didn't play awfully. Honestly, I think a lot of players can look like that when they face TH.
True.
This guy is not just so good, you're also afraid of him. Just because of how damn well he's been playing lately. And psychology is a big factor here. Colorful, he must shake this, is it nervousness? Not precisely, but he must be moving into this more confidently now to have a chance against TH.
Match points for this man, for the Rogue Warrior. And Colorful needs to step up his game. Might have to throw a curveball. Concealed Hills, I would say Keeper, Mountain Giants, going old school, going to what made him so strong a couple of months ago.
I'd like to see that. Force this to remain a one-base game. Don't give him the early expansion too easily. Creep up with the Keeper, get level 3 somewhere, and then abuse these MGs with the fountains here on the map. We've seen that plenty of times. Be successful, and will probably be Colorful's best chance of taking a map over here.
All right, let's see. What can TH do about this? Will we see some fancy plays off of him if he feels a little too confident? Usually he doesn't do that anymore. Could be a Mountain King first, though. On this map, rather hard, but doable.
Expansion creep here, or creeps in general, not that easy to take, though. You don't have the water elementals to tank for you, and there's no Merc Camp either to heal you up.
Ooh.
Demon Hunter.
Demon Hunter again.
Guess I am. Yeah, I was definitely expecting a Keeper as well. I was on board with you over here. Demon it is. Okay.
You say that as if it's like something super special. For once I agree with you, Neo.
No. I always... No, not always. But... So, when you play Demon, can you still play Mountain Giants? Kind of not, right? You kind of really want Riju when you play Demon Hunter.
Yeah, I think so too. He can tank. It's not like you have to get damage away from him. That's what the Mountain Giants are so good at. Because you certainly don't want damage on your Keeper. For the Demon Hunter who has evasion and high armor, totally fine.
So Colorful starting off with the first engine of war creep over here. That one is a given. And then going to the turtles, I guess, for level 2. But where to go after? Harassment, I suppose, might be the idea. It's going to be easier to creep level 3 here for TH. That is going to be a given. But actually, Colorful doesn't even creep to level 2. Level 1 aggression this time around.
Kind of Blade Master-esque. Just get the item and then go. Ensnare is helping here a little to keep the engine alive. Almost level 2 for TH already. Colorful a little too late to do something, but wow, that was elemental spawn right before the mana burn hit.
Town is under siege.
The Demon here, this is kind of cool, I guess. If he starts trading hits, he can go to the fountain to heal. Doesn't have to make use of the Moonwells, but that also means that you're going to be standing at the fountain, not doing anything else, and then giving the AM time to keep on creeping, as he is continuing to do here at the green camp. That will be level 2. The Demon Hunter a little slow to be in position here. Could have been burning a little bit more, could have been putting in a little bit more damage. Just not quite fast enough, almost getting surrounded there as well. Was looking for the last hit on the turtle. Didn't get it though. TH has become very good at those early game last hits as well.
Yeah, same as Infi. Like, denying and last hitting has become such a vital part of their game. Learning that to prevent the Keeper from level 3, and now it helps them in every single matchup. It's horrifying to play against them.
And if you go level 1 aggro Demon, this second water elemental, or rather third one, really shouldn't have been allowed, right? Why wasn't he in range? Why wasn't this getting dispelled? Here comes Baron, excuse me. Dispel now I was thinking of because of the Wisp. Demon Hunter was at the shop. He got the boots now, but he's still low HP. And once again, He's a little late to the party. Most of the camp's already dead.
And he's down to 50%, which also not ideal. But yeah, there is poison running. I would love to see immolation now, but this is not working, I guess. Demon Hunter is so hurt. He can't engage. Like, is he losing his Demon Hunter again? Whoa! Rolling the dice once more. And now with the boots, he gets away. Colorful playing with fire, but it works.
Dude, he was trusting his armor points right there. 25 HP on the demon. Fireball flying. He wasn't sweating it, though. So, is he going to go to the Moonwells or at the Fountain? At the Fountain is going to take a long time. He runs back to the Wells instead. He detonated with a Wisp against the Watch Elemental. The Watch Elemental died. But I think still not a single peasant fell.
A player's forces are
I
under
cannot
attack.
agree. And there's level 3. And good damage from the Archmage now with plus 11. Demon Hunter has a staff and is should be kind of healthy again. Can he staff onto something? There is stuff in the middle, but archers are also too far away. So is this Panda time then second?
Yeah, what's the tech timing? That's the big question. Oh, really good. Look at the splitting by TH. He's got footies in here to intercept. AM on the other, not exactly the other side of the map, but on a different part, dealing with the archers, forcing them away, whilst the Demon Hunter's back healing, and still keeping the economy safe with those 4 footmen.
And the archers couldn't go for the tavern because of that, because the Archmage was chasing him. So second hero most likely delayed because of it, but we don't see him yet, so it might be fine.
And he saves the footy.
But yeah, saves the footy, of course. Towers comes
God.
up, and he is almost surrounded. That would have been the play of the day almost.
It is the Panda second, not to be aggressive, but rather going to be starting to creep. And boy oh boy, this was one of the easier fast expansions TH has played in a while.
Panda needs to level up now, so this is more time for the human. We're 5 minutes in, and TH didn't even hit level 2, and he's already ahead.
Ooh, the first slight mistake with him not knowing that his opponent is there, if you can call that a mistake. Not perfect play, at least. So, Colorful won't be getting punished there, but he might be getting punished in the main with the first lore cancelled. And he actually cancels the one in the back. He's like, whatever. That's not going to finish anyway.
Oh boy. It's just more cuts into Colorful's arm. I think... Wow.
GG.
A demonstration of force, and TH follows Focus into the winner bracket final. 11-0 against Colorful. I think you can wake him up at 4 AM, say, you're playing Colorful now. All right, and he goes sleepy into his computer, beats him, goes to bed again. TH underlines why everyone in this venue think that he will take the championship home.
That was scary, man. That was scary for me as a caster, and I don't want to know how Focus is feeling, because he's going to be playing him when the group continues, Group B, which will be in 2 days.
Indeed. Yeah, Colorful needs to go home and get a hug now. TH, just unbelievable. Big smile on his face as well. We've seen this more and more from him too after his tournament wins and offline performances, like celebrations. At WCG China, for example, raising his arm. Wrong commentator.